about fixtures. What did you make today, Keith, of Ali McCoist on the radio, insisting that Celtic run Scottish football, and that's why they've got, according to him, such a more an easier running after in the post split.
I didn't hear it, so I don't know if it was tongue in cheek because he's cheeky chappy, isn't he, Ali? If he's serious, it does kind of it probably is a throwback to his time when he was manager and everything that happened to Rangers, the financial collapse, the various things that he felt Rangers were being hard done by the footballing authorities. Everybody will have their own view on all of that. But I think those scars run a little bit deep with Ali. So if he was just saying it with tongue in cheek, I wouldn't really. To be honest with you, even if he was serious about it, I wouldn't take it
Aye.
too seriously. You wouldn't expect the guy to be slaughtered for it. But that I think that's and the curious thing is, Dan, Ali McCoist when he was a player, it was the paranoia thing was always on the other side of the Celtic, other side of the city. Celtic were the people who were accused of being constantly paranoid and seeing conspiracies and spooks under the bed. And that has shifted. That whole thing has shifted to the other side of town, and that's for one reason and one reason only. When you're the team that is playing second fiddle in your own backyard, and the guys across the street are the ones that are winning everything, what's the easiest thing to do at that point? It's never actually to kind of look introspectively and ask yourself, where are we getting this wrong? What should we be doing better? It's a deflection. It's blame them. They're out to get us. This can't possibly be our fault. Unfortunately, everything that's happened to Rangers over that period of time has been self-inflicted wounds. There's no point in blaming it all on somebody else or saying, Celtic have become the power, but that's because of everything that's been happening on the pitch.
Yeah.
And Peter Lawwell was a great politician behind the scenes. There's no doubt about that, and he did hold a big influence. Peter Lawwell's not there anymore, so I think he was seen by many Rangers fans as a bogeyman, wasn't he? He was the guy. Lawwell's running the game. Doncaster's Lawwell's puppet. So's Maxwell. Peter Lawwell was a really clever politician. Have no doubt that he was influencing the big decisions, but I don't think that it extends as far as to say that when it comes down to what the split looks like in 2026, that Peter Lawwell's hand has come out of the ground and passed over the fixture list that he wants to the sixth floor at hand. It doesn't work like that, and it's silly to suggest otherwise. We keep saying it, and I'm sure Rangers over the period as well will look back at top six splits. Well, perhaps they've had the advantage. Unfortunately, it is an imperfect system, and there's a lot of crying and gnashing of teeth going on, and some of the stuff's been ludicrous over the last. I wouldn't put Ali McCoy's thing in the ludicrous bracket just. But yeah, do you know what? You've all got games to play. Play the games and see the best team. The best team, by hook or by crook, will get there in the end. The team that scores the most goals and wins the most games and takes the most points will be champions. Now, where you play those games and what order, home, away, whatever, it shouldn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
If there are Rangers people out there, for example, who look at it and say, "Oh, imagine getting sent away to Falkirk 3 times." Well, I think back to the team that Ali McCoy's played in. I think, would they have stopped to pause for a second and complain about getting sent to Falkirk 3 times in a season? Are you kidding me on?
Aye.
So it's the question is, have you got what it takes to make yourself champions? That's the question, and we're about to find out the answers in 3 different places over the course of the next 6 weeks, whatever it is.
Yeah, and Ali McCoist is taking a bit of stick in the comments, but Craig writes in though, Keith, saying that you couldn't lace his boots, so sit this one out. I mean,
I don't know.
I don't think anyone.
That's a stretch.
Aye. And Paulio simply says, we all knew who we had to play and where. Just shut up and win your games, which I think sums it up pretty well.
It does for me, yeah. Play
Aye,
your games.
that's it. Keith, you mentioned Celtic there,
I
and
also
you.
think, Dan, I also think as well, and this is where Derek McInnes was really clever today,
Mhm.
as you were discussing with Andy. See if you give players an excuse. See if you
Aye,
make an excuse for them. Oh, we've been harshly treated. Oh, how are we supposed to deal with it? Stop that. Derek McInnes took the very opposite approach to that, and rightly so. Because the minute you start, feeding this narrative that everyone's against you, well, you can use the everyone against you stuff to actually as a positive to sort of embattled mentality, and want to go out and prove the world wrong, but not with the fixtures, because that's an excuse. If you're saying the fixtures haven't fallen right, it's an excuse, and it gives your players an excuse.
aye, they'll take
And
it. Aye.
I think there'll be a part of Derek McInnes that's going, do you know what? That could be a big result. That we've, rather than get Celtic at Parkhead at the start of this, and who knows what happens, if you kick that one down the road a little bit into the long grass, it's the last game. This could all be settled before Hearts even climbing the team bus to come across the M8.
Yeah,
And I think Derek McInnes will be quite happy with that potential scenario. It's up to Hearts. Just
yeah.
go out and win your games.
In the comments, Luke Skywalker says, just get it done, Rangers, win your games, everything will fall into place. And McKenna says, just hope there's no controversial refereeing decisions for any of the top three teams. I'm sure there won't be. I'm sure it'll all be quite quiet and we'll all be quite happy.
Why do you think Des Roach is on speed dial? I've already booked him in for Monday night.
Aye, definitely. Aye.